I have to press a couple of things. Muting and recording, and let's do this yoga. Let's do the yokes. Okay, going in. Right here. And thank you. Thanks for leaving that open.
There she is, Miss Angel Girl.
Okay, is that kind of straightish? Hard for me to tell.
Okay, there she is. There she is.
Hi, Makai. What's up? All right, friends. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. I'm announcing that I am subbing for Kim on Friday at 8:45 a.m. So if you feel like coming to that class this Friday, 8:45 power, I will be here. And then I also have my once per month Emerge breathwork class that night. So Friday night at 7:15 p.m. Breathwork and sound. Brady Bloom is my sound guy. He's my favorite. He is awesome. So if you'd like to come to that, it's this Friday at 7:15. There's already like 18 people signed up and it's capped at 30. So if you want to come, I would recommend signing up ahead of time. You can just show up, but it's not guaranteed there's space. Probably there's space, but and then trying to think if there's anything else. I'm teaching glow yoga. So James Hardy, my yoga brother, is finally bringing glow yoga back. He hasn't done it since pre-COVID. So it will be at the Rose Wagner Theater downtown, which is so fun. It's fun there because we're in the black box theater. So it's just like black all around, and then there's a mirror on one side. So you walk into that space and it really just kind of looks otherworldly with everybody in their glow paint. So you get there. I'm teaching the matinee class, the afternoon class. James's class is 6 to 8, but his is sold out already. So he added another class and I'm teaching it. So mine is 3 to 5. The yoga itself is only like 75 minutes. But the first like 30 minutes you spend just painting yourself up. There's paints there, glow paints. Paint yourself up, paint your friends up. It's really fun. So yeah, paint your yoga mat up. Absolutely. And what was I just gonna say? It's $22. Trying to think, there was one other thing. Oh, and it's to Pink Floyd. So it's set to the music of Pink Floyd. So it's just fun. And that's on the May 13th. It's a Saturday. It's Mother's Day weekend, but it's Saturday 3 to 5. You can buy tickets on arttix.org. If you go to my website, I have a link on there to the exact page, or you can just reach out to me, text me or email me, and I'm happy to send you the link. So, and there's a student discount. So $5 off for students if you're a student. Okay, let's do it. So find a comfortable seated position, your morning meditation. And if you want to, maybe just a little bit of stretching or movement, kind of getting your wiggles out, feeling around. Just get some physical feedback. Notice how your physical body is doing. And then eventually just settle in. So as you're ready, close your eyes. And place your hands somewhere intentionally. So maybe just resting in your lap, palms face down for a little more grounding, palms face up for a little more openness, receptivity. You could also bring hands to heart, or one hand to your heart space, one hand to your belly. And with your eyes closed, just start to notice. Start to notice everything that is creating this moment right here, right now. So just feel into the space, the energy of this space and of community. Feel the air on your skin, the ground underneath your sit bones. And then also notice inside your body what's present. So physical sensations. Energetically, what is your state of being? And also just any emotions that might be flowing through this morning. So maybe there's a lot of emotion present for you today, or maybe there's not much at all. No judgment, but just simply observation. And start to tune into your breath. Bring more awareness to your breath. Maybe you even start to visualize your breath in a color. See it flowing in, flowing out, expanding, contracting. And next time you inhale, very intentionally, breathe in as big as you can. Breathe in as much air as you can. Fill up. And hold at the top of that in-breath. Maybe even sip in a little bit more than you thought you could. And then when you're ready, just big open mouth sigh. Let it go. Ah. Couple more, just like that. Great big inhale. Fill up. Pause. See if you can keep holding your breath, but relax and soften around your health breath. And then in your own time, just big open mouth sigh. Let it go. Ah, good. One more. Biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Hold, let the breath circulate around, fill up every little space. And open your mouth, let it go. Ah. Very nice. Seal your lips now. Begin to cultivate Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. See if you can start to create that whisper noise, that oceanic sound as you breathe in and out. See if you can feel your inhales move all the way down into your belly. The lowest lobes of your lungs expand with your inhalations. And then everything contracts, hugs in, lets go with your exhalations. So you can stay right here for as long as you want to, just connecting with your breath, feeling into your own internal rhythm, your own internal cadence. Whenever you feel ready for some movement, take your breath with you and transition onto your hands and your knees. And just like we almost always do in my classes, start to move in any way that feels good. So from hands and knees, there's about 1 million ways you can explore your physical body. Maybe you just want to stick with cat-cows, or at least start with cat-cows. Maybe you want to sit back into a child's pose and just give yourself a few grounding breaths there. Perhaps you circle your hips all the way around. You might even try little jump ropes with your torso or barrel rolls with your torso. You can spin your fingers out or back towards your knees. Sometimes I like to take cat-cows with my fingers facing towards my knees and just notice how that feels. So lots of options. You're even welcome to sit back into a kneeling position if you'd like. Take your arms to the sky, maybe stretch through your side bodies. So see if you can just move from feeling. So not from thinking your way through, not from looking around and seeing what other people are doing and trying to imitate them, but actually feeling from your own body. So put your awareness in your spine, put your awareness in your shoulders and your hips and your hands. And just notice what's there. Notice what feels really good this morning, what feels strong or maybe open, and then what feels a little bit stiff or tender or sore. And there's no right or wrong. So get out of your head, drop into your body, use your felt senses, use your breath, use a deeper awareness. Take about 5 to 7 more rounds on your hands and your knees, exploring in your own way. And then eventually, no rush whatsoever, but eventually we'll meet back in our first downward facing dog. So just when you feel ready, you can start a transition back to down dog. If there's a special way you want to transition, maybe you want to move through a vinyasa. Maybe you want to hover your knees above the ground, hovering tabletop, and then slowly take your hips back and up. So see if you can even be really mindful and aware in your transitions today. Nice job, everybody. As you move back into your down dog, keep feeling around. Keep exploring. Maybe pedal out your heels. Give your head a little shake or a little nod. Find space in between your ears and your shoulders. So if it feels like your ears and your shoulders are right up next to each other, is there any way you can shift? Can you externally rotate your shoulders out and feel not only the space there, but the strength there? Can you find a connection to your center? So rather than feeling like all of your weight is going down into your hands, how do you move energy up? Can you use the strength in your core to lift you out of your arms and your wrists and your hands? If it feels good to keep a deep bend in your knees, that is more than fine. So I'd rather see a big bend in your knees and tons of length from your fingertips up to your sit bones than straight legs with a rounded spine. And as you are just exploring your down dog, is your breath still there, or did you forget about it? Is it still big, spacious, powerful, strong, or is it shallow and quick? So connect back with your breath and use it to support you in every yoga posture and every transition. Use your breath to guide you through your practice. It's such a powerful tool if you can figure out how to use it. Nice poses, everybody. Couple more rounds in your down dog, just feeling whatever there is to feel. Feeling the length in your spine and your side bodies. Maybe working into the length in the backs of your legs. You might even imagine you could breathe down the backs of your legs. And then after a couple more breaths in your down dog, whenever you're ready, just walk your hands to the back of your mat until you are in a forward fold. So all the weight will eventually come into your feet. I would recommend, at least for this first forward fold, feet hips width distance apart or possibly even a little wider. All of your toes face directly forward. You can have a little or a big bend in your knees. And go ahead, wherever you'd like to go in your fold. So maybe a ragdoll, grab opposite elbows or fold your arms overhead. Maybe hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull. Give the back of your neck some traction. You might sway or bob or bounce it out. So head is heavy, neck is relaxed. Notice where you're holding the weight in your feet. Try not to rock back into your heels, but keep your weight just slightly forward and feel the connection to your center, the strength in your core as you lift your butt towards the sky, crown towards the ground. You might also notice you tend to roll onto the outer edges of your feet. And if so, can you press into the inner edges as well? So start to notice your own little imbalances and then get curious how to find more balance in your body, how to find more efficiency in each pose. Take one more big breath into your forward fold. And then with your next inhale, halfway lift position. Nice job. Exhale, bow, let it go. Do that once more. Halfway lift as you breathe in. So top of your head forward, tops of thighs press back, broaden your sit bones, make them even wider. Exhale, fold, crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine. This time all the way to stand. So come through your halfway lift and keep rising. Arms reach. Hands to heart as you exhale. Flowing with your breath. High mountain, breathe in, stretch tall. Exhale, hinge at your hips, lead with your heart, take it all the way down into your fold. Your weight is slightly forward in your feet as you dive down. Inhale, find your halfway lift, spine long, back of your neck long. Nice cam, exhale, fold, let it go. All the way to empty and then press into your feet, lead with your heart, rise. Arms to the sky, big full body stretch. You might even gaze up. Hands to your heart center as you exhale. Let's do one more just like that. So much awareness. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, take your slow dive. Bend your knees as much as you need to. This should not hurt your low back. As you breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana, spine parallel to the ground. Nice, Chris. And then exhale, let it go, refold. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, take it all the way back up, arms to the sky. Feel your side bodies get longer. And hands to your heart, exhale. All right, inhale, take your arms up. And then bend your left elbow, right hand to the top of your left elbow, and gently coax your elbow down into the right. Notice if your chin is buried in your chest, keep your chin slightly lifted so you're pressing the back of your head into your arm. You can stay here or option to take your right arm behind your back, and maybe you are able to clasp. You do not need to force this. So if it feels better to keep your right hand on your left elbow, stay right there. You can also, if you'd like, take it a step further, add a little side body stretch. So hips go left, upper body, crown of your head goes right, and then breathe into your left side, all that length, pressing the back of your head into your arm so your chin stays slightly lifted. Soften your face, unclench your jaw, take one more round. Inhale, come back to center, reach both arms up. And then as you exhale, same thing other side. So right elbow bends, left hand to right elbow. Encourage your elbow down and to the left. If it's available, you can clasp behind your back. And again, don't force it. If you would like, add the little side body stretch as well. More weight in your right foot as you shift your hips to the right, crown of your head to the left, and then breathe into your right side. Yeah, nice job, you guys. Soften your face, keep your chin just slightly lifted. Nice work. One more round. And then inhale, come back up, arms to the sky. As you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. You might even press your palms together, bend your elbows, and imagine your elbows are magnetized. Squeeze them closer. Keep all of that and start to reach your hands back away from your body. Maybe add just the slightest little back bend so your heart lifts. It's different than just collapsing your head back. So lift through your heart, through your chest. Press forward through your hips, but hug in with your inner thighs to protect your low back. Take one more big inhale. Keep your clasp. Exhale, hinge at your hips all the way down into your fold. See if you can keep your clasp as you take a halfway lift. So crown reaches forward, butt reaches back muscles hug towards your spine. Exhale, keep your clasp and fold. Let your neck relax, crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, and then see if you can lift your knuckles higher. If you're pressing your palms together and that feels like too much at this point, you can let that part go. Breathe, soften your face. Maybe give your head a little shake or a little nod. Weight slightly forward in your feet rather than rocking back into your heels. Take one more in breath. Exhale, hands to your low back, then release your clasp, let your arms hang. You can give them a little shake out if you want to. Find your breath and next inhalation, halfway lift position. From your halfway lift, plant your fingertips or your palms. Slowly, mindfully crawl your hands forward until you're in a plank pose. Come into your high plank. Shoulders over wrists, hips level with your shoulders. If you would like to modify, you can always bring your knees down. So take a moment and just pause in your plank, spread your fingers, push the ground away. Take little tiny rocks forward and back. So not changing the position of your body, but just transferring your weight slightly forward, slightly back. Yeah, nice, Sophia. Next time you inhale, find that little rock forward. So on your tippy toes, you're pushing the ground away. Keep that as you exhale, lower halfway down, chaturanga hold. Inhale, push back up, high plank. Do that one more time. Little rock forward, halfway down. Exhale all the way to empty. Then inhale, push up. Good, nice, Paul. Exhale, one strong straight line all the way to your belly. Find a back bend of your choice today. So anywhere you want to go to open your heart, stretch through your front body. Feel free to give yourself a couple of breaths or so. And then whenever you're ready, back to downward facing dog. No rush. Nice, Deepika. Back into your down dog. You've got about 5 rounds of breath. Feel free to move or find stillness. And even in your stillness, there's a lot of movement happening inside. I just can't see it, but you can feel it. So work with those little tiny micro adjustments, the ones that are just for your own felt senses. Sometimes those are what make the biggest difference. So what is there to notice? What is there to feel? How can you adjust to be more efficient, to balance your own imbalances? Can you feel your breath flowing through? Is it spacious? Is it powerful and strong, yet slow and steady? So Ujjayi is one of my favorite breaths because it is both energizing and calming at the same time. It's got that softness and ease, but also there's strength behind the breath. There's power behind the breath. So really focus on your breath and use it to support you. Nice job, everybody. Take one more big, huge inhale into your down dog. Push the ground away. Maybe lift your hips a tiny bit higher. And then as you exhale, look forward this time, however you want to get there, top of your mat, forward fold. With your inhalation, halfway lift position, lengthen. And exhale, bow, fold. Root through your feet and rise all the way to stand. Arms to the sky. Hands to heart center as you exhale. All right, inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, just a little baby back bend. So cactus your arms, squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. Lift your heart, puff up through your chest. Inhale, re-extend, realign, reach. And then as you exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So arms swing back. As you bend your knees a lot, your heart stays lifted. So you're not rounding and looking down, but your shoulder blade squeeze towards your spine. It's like you're in a little baby cobra with your chest. So you're on either your heels, weight in your heels, or you can rock up onto your tiptoes and lift your heels really high. Thanks, Mari. So if you're on your tiptoes, the higher your heels go, see if you can get your butt even lower. Everybody breathe big, slow, steady breaths. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. Take one more full round. Nice, Ellie. If you're on your tiptoes, you might stay there. Inhale, high mountain. So all the way up as tall as you can grow. you want a balance challenge, stay on your tiptoes as you slowly dive down. So diving forward on your tiptoes is an exaggeration of what you want to feel every time you dive down. Weight more forward, halfway lift, heels on the ground. And exhale, plant your hands, step back, take your vinyasa however you would like. See you back in down dog. So add or subtract or skip it all together. Once you're back in down dog, just reconnect to that strong, slow, deep breath. All right, from your down dog, next inhalation, take your right leg to the sky. Go ahead, do whatever you want. If you want to open your hip, if you want to take some circles with your right knee or circle out your right ankle, feel free. So just feeling into your three-legged dog. Keep pressing through both hands, stay strong through both shoulders, and stay connected to your center. Awesome, Kate. Everybody in your next couple breaths, square off your hips. So inner thighs face each other, right hip faces down, slightly back. I don't care about height. I do care about length, strength, and power through your right leg. See if you can even feel energy in your right toes. So maybe spread your toes, flex your foot, point your toes. Just do something so there's awareness even of your toes. Take one more inhale. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So round your spine, push the ground away, and then softly step forward. Now listen, this is different. We're going to go straight into standing split. So right foot roots, left leg floats up. It's just a one-legged forward fold, and it does not have to be the deepest standing split you've ever done. So if it feels better to keep a little bend in your standing leg, totally fine. You can open your left hip or you can keep your hips square, whatever feels more beneficial for you. Maybe you explore a little bit of both. So neither one is necessarily right or wrong. They're just different ways of working the same posture. Can you feel that energy running up into your left toes now? Soften your face, unclench your jaw. Take one more big inhale, left leg high. Now, if you came to my class on Sunday, we did the same move. As you exhale, you're gonna step your left toes off the right side of your mat. We're setting up for a curtsy squat. So it's not a big stance, pretty close with your feet. Bring your hands up to your front thigh and then hands up to your heart center. So curtsy squat with your legs. Again, you don't want a really wide stance or a really long stance, or it's gonna be super hard to square off your hips. So nice and short with your stance, and then pull right hip back, left hip forward. Take little pulses up and down. Just a couple inches of movement, so you're staying really low. Slow, deep breath, soft through your face. Pulsing, and then holding as low as you can. One more round. Next, inhale, reach your arms up, straighten your legs. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the ground, left leg back to the sky. You're back in a standing split. Take just one inhale to lift your left leg really high to lengthen, stretch. And then exhale, step your left foot all the way to the back of your mat. Crescent lunge. So now rise up to your crescent. Arms to the sky. Square hips, strong legs. So feel the strength in your legs. Breathe down into your legs energetically. Pull your front hip back, back hip forward. So you're plugging the femur bones in the hip sockets. Little tone in your belly. And then lift your heart. Maybe even gaze up. Feel whatever there is to feel. Feel your breath flowing through. Take one more round. And then we'll take a side body stretch. So you have the choice. You can grab your left wrist with your right hand. You can bring your right hand down to your right hip for a little more support. So you do you. Side body stretch to the right. Keep pulling your right hip back, left hip forward. See if you can feel a stretch in the front of your left hip, those hip flexor muscles. Breathe into that space. Soft face, big breath, strong legs. One more round. Inhale, back to crescent, reach up. And then exhale, bring your hands to the ground. We'll add a little twist. Left hand stays down, right arm to the sky. So open up through the right side of your heart. Keep your legs strong. Especially keep strength in your back leg, almost like the power of the pose is coming from your back leg. You might gaze up at your right hand. Take 2 more rounds. Use your exhales to twist to your edge to go just a little bit deeper from the inside. Thanks, Laura. Good, everybody. End of your next exhale. Let that go. And then pyramid stance. So step your back foot forward just a bit. Both feet flat on the ground. Personally, I like my feet on 2 train tracks rather than a balance beam. All 10 toes face forward. Inhale to a halfway lift position. So spine long. You might bring your hands to your front shin or hands to hips. Work on pulling your right butt cheek way back towards the back of the room. And as you pull your right butt cheek back, reach the crown of your head further forward. So lots of length. Take one more big inhale. Keep pulling your right butt cheek back as you fold. So forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee, navel towards your spine. Imagine that somebody's got their hand in that crease of your right hip and they're pulling back. Imagine there's a rope attached to your right butt cheek and it's pulling up. So you can be in this pose really passively, nothing much happens, or you can be in it really actively, lots of awareness and intention. You might even feel your front leg kind of start to shake. So what do you want to get out of it? That's what you put into it. Take about 3 more breaths. Nice job, you guys. Try not to roll onto the outer edge of your front foot. Stay rooted through the inner. If you want, you might even play with picking up your front toes, spreading them apart. Take 1 more round. End of your exhale, just step your back foot forward. You're in a forward fold. Bring your big toes to touch, little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl your little tiny potato bug ball. So butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. You can intentionally press your heels down, or you can intentionally lift your heels up. And if you want to stay in a forward fold for whatever reason, if this doesn't work for your knees, no big deal. You can stay in your fold. If you're in the little tiny potato bug ball, option to wrap your arms around your shins and give yourself a big squeeze. Breathe into your back body, breathe into your back ribs. Work that space in between your shoulder blades. Even imagine you could breathe down into your kidneys. Take 1 more great big huge breath as you exhale. Get as small, as compact as you can. And then inhale, halfway lift. So set your heels down, lengthen your spine. You can widen your stance if you want to. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, take it all the way up, arms to the sky. Pause here, high mountain pose. Right foot roots down, left knee lifts, standing staff. So right foot is your foundation. Yeah, left knee lifts. Hug in with your inner thighs. Flex through your left toes. Active weight is so much lighter. So make your left leg, your left foot active. Take 1 more big inhale. And then as you exhale, figure 4, broken chair. Hands can come to your heart, or maybe you want to reach your arms back like a chair plane. If there is any other way you want to explore this pose, please feel free. We'll hold for about 4 or 5 rounds. If your exploration today is just falling in and out of the pose a million times, totally fine. That's the practice. Meet yourself right there. If you've been working on an arm balance, you want to play with it, now is your time. You might take it into a forward fold variation. Nice, Eileen. So focused and alert, yet calm and relaxed all at the same time. Connected to your breath. Nice job, everybody. Take 1 more round wherever you're at. And then ever so slowly start transitioning back to standing staff. So arms reach up, left knee lifts up, If you would like, you can extend your left leg forward. Try not to lean back. Take one more inhale here. Hug in with your inner thigh. As you exhale, just set your left foot down, even out your weight as you dive down, forward fold. Halfway lift position, breathe in. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back, take your vinyasa however you would like. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Reconnect to your breath if you have lost it. Big, spacious, slow, steady. Feel free to exhale out your mouth anytime. So if it feels like there's too much, maybe too much energy, too much heat, too much sensation, big open mouth sigh. So helpful. From your down dog, next inhale, left leg back and up. Go ahead, anything that would feel good to you on this side, any exploration that your body is calling for on this side. Nice, Callie. We're just feeling into your left leg, maybe your left hip, hamstring, ankle. Stay rooted through your hands, strong through your shoulders, connected to your center. And then in your next couple of breaths, everybody bring your hips to square. So can you start to notice and feel the big difference between open hips, square hips? Nice, Makai. So make your left leg long, strong, and powerful. See if you can even feel your left quad muscle, the front of your thigh, engaging. It's turning on, it's squeezing. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So round, hollow out, empty out, then softly step through, coming right into your standing split. So left foot roots, right leg floats up. And again, I do not care about height, length, strength, and power in your right leg, energy in your right toes. If you want, you can play with handstand hops. You can wrap your left arm behind left leg. Everybody try to relax your neck. So not gazing forward, but let your gaze fall somewhere behind you or even up. Big, slow, steady breaths. Awesome, Cam. Take one more inhale. Lift your right leg a tiny bit higher. Lengthen. Exhale. Set up your curtsy squat. So right tiptoes off the left side of your mat. Pretty short stance. Hands might come to your front thigh first, and then eventually hands to your heart center. Try to work your hips as square as possible. Left hip back, right hip forward. Spine is long, so you're not sticking your butt out and leaning forward. You're slightly tucking your tailbone and then lengthening your low back. Take your little pulses up and down, just a couple inches of movement. So staying low in your legs. Yeah, let that heat build. Breathe into it, soften around it. Nice job. Soft through your face. Take one more, and then as low as you can go, hold. Next, inhale. Reach your arms up, straighten your legs, squeeze your inner thighs. So pressing into your back tiptoes, and then exhale, hands come down. You can bend your knees. Inhale, right leg reaches back up, standing splits. And exhale, step your right foot all the way back. Set up for crescent, rise when you are ready. Crescent lunge, high lunge. So your legs are your strong foundation. Yeah, all 10 toes face forward. Energetically pull front hip back and back hip forward. So you're hugging towards midline. Nice job. Big deep breaths. Soften your face, your forehead, your eyebrows. One more round right here. And then we'll move into a side body stretch. So you can choose, maybe you grab your right wrist with your left hand. Maybe you bring your left hand to your hip. Reach for the windows. Right side really long. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. Feel all the way down into the front of your right hip, those hip flexor muscles. Breathe into them. Nice, Mari. Really good, you guys. So right side lengthens with each breath you take. Reach even through your fingertips. One more round, wherever you're at. Good job. Nice, Kathy. Inhale back to center. Arms to the sky. And then exhale, hands to the ground. Stay in your lunge position a little bit longer and add your twist. So left arm reaches up, open through the left side of your heart. So you're not just reaching up with your arm, but you're allowing the left side of your chest to open up. Keep your legs strong. Imagine you're trying to drag your left hip towards the back of the room, but at the same time, your left knee is magnetized to your right armpit. Spine is long. So if you're gazing behind you, take your gaze straight to the left or even a little bit forward and see if your spine follows. See if it elongates just a little bit more. 2 more rounds, your pose. Use your exhales to twist to your edge. Beautiful work. Nice, Jen. End of your second exhale, unwind. Set up your pyramid stance. So step your back foot forward about a foot or so, depends how long your legs are. You want both feet flat on the ground. Personally, again, I like my feet on 2 skis rather than a balance beam. All 10 toes face forward. Some people like their feet on a balance beam with a little angle in their back foot. So whatever feels best for you. Halfway lift and pause. So get your spine parallel to the ground and feel into the length from the crown of your head back to your left sit bone. So pull your left sit bone back as far as possible. Try to create even more length than you thought you could. Keep pulling your left butt cheek way back as you work into your fold. So whenever you're ready, forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee, and then navel towards your spine. So every single exhalation, that's your invitation to dive even deeper, to fold even further. So down here, up here. Yes. Good job, friends. And if you feel that little shake in your front leg, I had a teacher that called it the sacred tremble. It's a good thing. It means you've met an edge. So be with it. Breathe into it. Soften around it. Try not to roll onto the outer edge of your front foot. Stay rooted through the inner edge as well. Maybe pick up your front toes. Spread them apart. Wherever you're at, your pose, your expression. One more breath. Dive deeper. Fold further. End of your exhale, back foot steps forward. Come straight into your little tiny potato bug ball. So big toes touch. Get small, butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. Yeah, and if you want, wrap your arms around your shins. If it feels like you can't pick up your hands to wrap your arms around your shins, sometimes I like to leave my fingertips on the ground and just cross my wrists in front of my body. And you can still kind of squeeze with your upper arms. Breathe into your back body. Create space with your inhales. Exhale. Find your center. One more round. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift. Heels down, spine long. You can widen your stance if you want. Exhale, bow, fold. Root through your feet, rise to stand. Arms to the sky, rooting into your left foot this time. So left foot is your foundation, standing staff, right knee lifts, active through your right foot, flex your toes. So dorsal flexion through your right toes, draw them back towards your shin, hug in with your inner thighs to find your balance first. You might focus your gaze on something right out in front of you on the ground, person in front of you if they're very still. Take one more inhale. Figure 4 as you exhale. Outer right ankle, top of left thigh. Sit back into a one-legged chair. Or if you want, take it into a one-legged forward fold. Turn it into an arm balance or play with your arm balance. So anywhere you want to go. If you're falling in and out, see if you can be playful and compassionate with yourself. So we are not here to perform or be perfect. We're just here to meet ourselves where we are at. Slow, deep breaths. Breathe all the way down into your right hip. Take about 2 or 3 more. Soft face, soft jaw. What's there to feel and notice? Slowly, if possible, stay balanced on your left foot and slowly come back to standing staff. Arms to the sky, right knee lifts. Maybe even extend your right leg forward, pressing out through your heel. Do not lean back. Yes, one more inhale. Nice, Ellie. Nice, Christine. Exhale, set your right foot down, even out your weight, and dive down, forward fold. Lift halfway as you breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa. And we'll see you back in down dog. Or if you would like, you can take a child's pose instead. So give yourself a moment to just notice, to feel, to observe, to come back to your breath if you've lost it. So slow it down, smooth it out. Maybe a couple open mouth sighs would feel really nice. We'll move through that entire sequence a couple more times. One breath, one movement. It doesn't mean that we speed through it with momentum. It means we move really slowly and really intentionally with our big, deep breaths. And if it feels like I am cueing so slow, see if you can breathe bigger, breathe deeper than you even thought you could. If you're coming with me, downward facing dog. Big inhalation into your down dog, push the ground away. Exhale, gaze forward, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold, top of your space. Lift halfway as you breathe in, lengthen out. Exhale, bow, fold, let it go. Root through your feet, rise to stand all the way up, arms to the sky, big stretch. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, friends, here we go. Inhale, reach up. Baby back bend as you exhale. Cactus your arms, bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Inhale, re-extend. Find neutral pelvis, neutral spine as you reach up. And then exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. Swing your arms back, maybe lift to tiptoes. Option to stay on your tiptoes. High mountain, as tall as you can grow. Option to stay on your tiptoes as you dive down into your fold. Let your ankles wobble and shake. Be with that. Heels on the ground. Breathe in, lengthen out, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. So try to keep that exhale going as you lower, maybe you even hold empty. Inhale, peel your heart open. Don't just skip through this. Feel it first, then exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high, strong and powerful. Exhale, step your right foot forward softly. Inhale, standing splits, right foot roots, left leg floats. Exhale, set your left toes down off the right side of your mat. Inhale, curtsy squat, lift your upper body, hands to heart. Exhale, take a couple little pulses as you hold. Inhale, straighten your legs, reach high. Exhale, hands to the ground. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Stretch it out. Exhale, step your left toes to the back of your mat, setting up for crescent. And with your inhale, rise. Side body stretch as you exhale over to the right. Inhale back to center, reach up. Exhale, hands come down. Stay in your lunge and inhale, twist. Right arm to the sky. Open through the right side of your heart. Exhale, let it go. Step your back foot forward a foot or so. Set up your pyramid stance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bow. Good job. Stay for your in-breath. Stay for your out breath. Work your fold. End of your exhale, step forward. Tiny little potato bug ball all the way to empty. Halfway lift with your inhale. Lengthen. Stick your butt crown forward. Bow deeply. Forward fold. Exhale. Root to rise. Take it all the way to stand. Arms reach up. Left knee lifts. Flex your toes. Figure four. Hands to heart or swing your arms back like cheer plane. Inhale, standing staff. Reach up. Lift your left knee. Maybe extend your left leg. Exhale, left foot down. Even out your weight as you dive. Forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, move through your vinyasa or skip it. Heart lifts as you breathe in. Nice paw hips lift as you breathe out. Left leg high, inhale. Softly, slowly exhale, left foot forward. Root into your left foot, right leg to the sky. Inhale, standing splits. Good job. Exhale, step your right toes off the left side of your mat, setting up your curtsy. And then inhale, upper body lifts, hands to heart. Exhale, pulse it out for just a moment. Inhale, straighten your legs, arms up, squeeze your inner thighs. Hands to the ground, exhale. Standing splits as you breathe in, right leg high. And step your right foot back, set up for crescents. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, side body stretch towards the windows, up and over, all the way to empty. Back to center, breathe in. Exhale, hands down. Add your twist, left arm up, open through the left side of your heart. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Back foot steps forward a foot or so. Pyramid stance, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Hold for a full round. Good job, end of your exhale, back foot forward, little tiny potato bug ball. Halfway lift as you breathe and lengthen. Good job, and exhale, bow deeply. Root through your feet, rise up. Arms to the sky, right knee lifts, flex your toes. Figure four, broken chair, hands to heart or arms swing back, weight in your left heel. Inhale, standing staff, option to extend right leg. Exhale, right foot down, follow your breath down, forward fold. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Take your vinyasa however you would like. See you back in downward facing dog. Take just a moment to feel whatever's there. Maybe pedal out your heels, maybe take a couple open mouth sighs. We'll move through that one last time. I'm going to add in a few little things. So just like you always do, stay present, listen to my cues, take what works, leave the rest behind. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog. One more big inhale. Exhale, gaze forward. However you want to get there, top of your space, forward fold. Lift halfway as you breathe in. Feel the length in your spine and the back of your neck. Exhale, let it go. Press into your feet, rise to stand, arms to the sky, stretch. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, last time. Inhale, reach up. Baby back bend, cactus your arms, lift your heart, hug in with your inner thighs. Inhale, reach, listen, side body stretch of your choice to your right. All the way to empty in your breath. Back to center as you inhale. Other side with your exhale, up and over. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. Bend your knees, arms back, maybe float to tiptoes. Good. High mountain, option to stay on your tiptoes. Squeeze through the front of your thighs. Option to stay on your tiptoes one last time as you dive down, forward fold. Good work. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Try to keep that exhale going as you lower down, chaturanga. Nice, Christine. Lift your heart, shoulders down and back. Breathe in. Lift your hips, down dog. Inhale your right leg high. Stay here and hold or exhale, right knee, left elbow. So push the ground away as you come forward. Inhale, back up, three-legged. Exhale, right to right. Aim for your armpit. Push the ground away. Inhale, back up. And exhale, knee to your nose. Step through softly, low lunge. Into standing splits. Left leg high. Breathe in. Nice, Chris. Exhale, step your left toes off the right side of your mat, setting up your curtsy squat. Inhale, lift your upper body, hands to heart. Take your little pulses as you exhale. Inhale, straighten your legs, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the ground. Inhale, lift your left leg again, standing splits. Exhale, step back ever so softly, set up for crescent. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Exhale, side body stretch, over to the right, left side really long. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands to the earth. Stay in your lunge, add your twist. Inhale, right arm up, open through the right side of your heart. Now listen, exhale, unwind, walk your hands all the way over to the left long edge of your mat for a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. And exhale, either fold or wherever you would like to go for about 5 rounds. So we'll take a little pause here, anywhere you want to take it. Stay present with your breath, with your body, all the sensations that are there. Good job. About 3 more. Nice job, friends. If you're working somewhere, start to wrap it up. Next, inhale, back to a halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, and step your back foot forward about a foot. Pyramid stance, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Good job, you guys. Stay as you breathe in. And then exhale all the way to empty. Step your back foot forward. Tiny little potato bug ball just for a second. Halfway lift position. Heels down, spine long. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet. Rise up. Right foot roots down. Left knee lifts. Last time, figure 4. Sit back into your one-legged chair. Exhale. Inhale, standing staff. Exhale, set your left foot down, even out your weight and dive down. Lift halfway, breathe in. Now listen, exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank. Pause in your plank, side plank. Right hand is your foundation. Roll onto the baby toe edge of right foot. You could also come down to right forearm or right knee to modify. If your bottom knee is not on the ground, hips super high. Maybe left arm forward and lengthen your left side. Nice, Mari. Maybe your left leg even floats up. So find your fullest expression. Good. Awesome, Kate. Take one more full round wherever you are at. Good, Sophia. End of your exhale. Back to plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up and push the ground away. Exhale, lower down. Lift your heart, breathe in. Lift your hips, breathe out. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Hold here if you want to, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. You are almost there, stick with it. Inhale, three-legged dog, stretch and lengthen. Left to left, push the ground away as you come forward. Very nice, inhale, back up. Now everybody exhale, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, step forward softly. Left foot roots down, standing splits, inhale. Exhale, set up for your curtsy squat. Right toes off the left side of your mat, knees are bent. Inhale, lift your heart, hands to heart. Exhale, pulse it out. Inhale, straighten your legs, reach up, push into your back toes, squeeze your inner thighs. Exhale, hands come back down. Inhale, right leg lifts back up. Lots of length, strength, power. Exhale, step your right toes to the back of your mat, setting up for crescent one last time. Rise, breathe in, crescent lunge. Side body stretch towards the windows with your exhalation, up and over. Inhale, back to center. Reach up. Hands to the earth. Exhale. Keep your right hand on the ground. Inhale your left arm to the sky. Twist. Exhale, let it go. Listen, hands all the way over to the right long edge of your mat for your wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. And anywhere you want to take it as you exhale. Good job, everybody. About 5 breaths. Feeling your body. Reconnecting. Open mouth sighs. Always welcome. About 2 or 3 more. Next, inhale, lift halfway, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, step your back foot forward just a little bit. Pyramid stance, halfway lift, inhale. And then exhale, work your fold, forehead toward chin, nose toward knee. Hold here as you breathe in, pop up into your back body. Stay for your exhale. And then end of your exhale, tiny little ball. You might even hold empty for just a moment. Halfway lift, breathe in, stretch and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise up. Last time in standing staff, arms to the sky, right knee lifts. Figure 4, sit back, hands to heart, or you can swing your arms back. Inhale, back to the standing staff. Option to extend right leg. Exhale, right foot comes down. Even out your weight as you dive down, forward fold. Lift halfway, breathe in. And then exhale, plant your hands, feet back, pause here. Side plank, left hand is your base this time. So roll onto the baby toe edge of left foot, or left knee might come down, left forearm might come down. You can make it your own, make it work for you. If your bottom knee is lifted, see if you can lift your hips higher. So you want the strength to really be in your obliques, your side abdominals. Nice, Kathy, nice, Jen. Maybe right arm forward, maybe right leg up. So your fullest expression, one last breath. Awesome, Eileen. End of your exhale, plank or modify. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, lower down. Heart lifts, breathe in. Hips lift, breathe out. And guess what? We're going right into pigeon. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Right shin forward, exhale, set your body down gently. If you would rather take this in a seat or on your back, choice is always yours. Try to get your right knee closer to the outer right edge of your mat rather than midline. And then pull your right hip back as you take your heart forward. Breathe. Callie, see if you can bring your knee all the way out here. Yeah, just like that. That's perfect. So hold that strong structure with your legs. And then big deep breaths to soften and relax around it. Take about 5 more. You can sigh out your mouth anytime, especially if it gets to be too much. Use that open mouth exhale. Give that energy somewhere to go. Ah. Last couple rounds. And then slowly, end of your next exhale, slowly begin to lift your upper body. Invitation to move into a 3-legged dog. So you'll plant your hands, tuck your back toes, and take your right leg all the way back and up. Give it a nice little shake out. From here, invitation to flip your dog if it would feel good in your body as a counter pose. If not, no big deal. You can come back to regular down dog or any other movement that your body is calling for. If you're in the back bend, give yourself a couple big breaths there. Heart forward, hips up. Yes, and then everybody regular down dog, walk it out. You want to move through a vinyasa, feel free. Maybe just pedal out your heels. Maybe bend both knees a lot as you lengthen through your upper body. Inhale, left leg to the sky. And pigeon pose as you exhale. Bring it forward. Set your body down gently. So left knee towards the outer left edge, the long left edge of your mat. That will give you the external rotation you're looking for in your hip. And then left hip pulls back as you take your heart forward. So rather than just plopping into it, especially if you have more naturally open hips, it's easy to plop into it. Try to keep your left butt cheek just hovering above the ground. Left hip is being pulled back by an invisible rope as you bow. Big deep breaths. Take about 5 or 6 more. Send your breath down into your hips. Ah. Soft face, forehead, eyebrows, jaw, soft shoulders, soft heart. So how does that even feel to soften your heart? Just get curious about it. About 3 more breaths. Good job, everyone. I'll just leave it up to you. So when you feel pretty much even on both sides, start to lift your upper body. And then take that transition back to 3-legged dog. So plant your hands, curl your back toes under, left leg back and up, gently shake it out or circle it out. And then option for flip dog or wild thing. So left foot would come down behind you. Reach your heart forward and lift your hips up. So it's actually, I think, easier to really work the pose than to kind of half-ass it. It's harder to hold. So feel into all that space in your front body, all that strength in your back body. Yes, nice, Laura. And then come back. Awesome, Makai. Everybody walk it out in down dog. If you want one last vinyasa, now is your time to take it. More than half the class is already sitting down or on their back. You guys are done, and I don't blame you. So when you're ready, everybody just come down onto your back. You can transition however you would like. Once you're there, you choose what would feel good. Maybe a full body stretch, maybe hug your knees in and just kind of rock side to side. Yeah, give all your weight to the ground. Let it feel good. Let yourself be held. Feet on the ground with your knees bent. Bring your feet mat width distance apart. So feet wider than hips. You can either tee out your arms or cactus your arms against the ground and then windshield wiper your knees side to side. Next time your knees fall to the right, let them stay there for about 3 breaths. Option to bring the outer edge of your right foot to the outside of your left knee and use that as gentle leverage to work your left knee forward and down just a little bit more. And if your left ribs, if the back of your left ribs lift a lot, just have the intention of pressing them towards the ground, even a little bit. And then after about 3 breaths or so on this side, just switch over to the other side. So knees go left, Same option, outer edge of left foot, outside of right knee if you would like. And I'll leave it up to you. So take your time, but when you feel pretty even on both sides here, come back to center and find a happy baby pose. Rock it out in your happy baby for a moment. And if there are any other poses, stretches, movements that you want to take to just finish off your own practice, feel free, give yourself a few breaths. And just start your own transition into your final relaxation whenever you're ready. As you find your way there, no hurry. I will read to you. This is by Jeff Foster. He says, you can always begin again. No matter what happened, you can begin again. Your canvas is here and now and nowhere else. You can take the next tiny step, make your next tiny choice, speak the words you dared not speak. Let an old self die. Let a new self begin. Break out of your comfort zone, offend a few people, make amends if you must, but return to the present. You must come back to the present, breathe in the present, feel what you feel in the present, weep and laugh in the present, kneel to the present and devote the rest of your life to it. The past is dead, so you are in the perfect place to begin again. So over and over, just beginning again, breath by breath, feeling into who you are, who you want to become in the present moment. To let your breath be effortless. Just come back to your subtle breath, your natural breath. And just feel yourself in this moment, not who you were yesterday or how you were yesterday, but how you are right now, how your body feels right now, how you feel right now. And just let whatever's flowing through have space to flow through. You don't have to do anything, fix anything, change anything. Just simply be. Soak in this present moment experience. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Start to bring gentle movement back into fingers, toes. And as you're ready, roll to either side, fetal position. Take just one last moment, maybe a couple breaths as you rest on your side body and really just let your practice sink in, soak in. And slowly start a transition up into seated meditation. So ending just as we began, sitting up nice and tall, close your eyes and gather your hands to your heart. Just notice how you feel physically, energetically, emotionally. If anything has shifted, even the tiniest bit, bow your head to your heart and acknowledge yourself for being here, showing up, doing your practice. Thank you so, so much for letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, my friends. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, friends. Bye, baby. Have fun in Hawaii.
Love you.